Dear audience, last but not least from the dentistry group, let me introduce my PhD topic, which is about the prosthodontic application of intraoral scanning systems. My name is Viktória Vitai, and I am working at the Department of Prosthodontics. And as a prosthodontist, my vision is high-end digital prosthodontics available for all of my patients. Therefore, I want to implement intraoral scanners to the everyday practice in the prosthodontic workflow. Intraoral scanners are not just impression machines, but they are also have some special features to help our dental practice. Therefore, my first meta-analysis is connected to the accuracy part of intraoral scanners, and the second one is connected to the tooth shade determination part of them. So, first topic is the clear guidance to select the most accurate intraoral scanner for full arch impressions. Some of the dental materials can only be manufactured with CAD/CAM technology, which is computer-aided design, computer-aided manufacturing. And to use this kind of technology, we always need a three-dimensional file, which is usually an STL file. And intraoral scanners are the devices which can make this kind of 3D files. We can find many of them in the market, and they are said to be accurate enough for single tooth restorations, but the full arch accuracy is questionable. Therefore, our aim was to investigate the accuracy of the different intraoral scanners, so their full arch scans. Our hypothesis is that none of the scans made with the intraoral scanners are different significantly from the reference STL file. And in our population, we have full arch maxilla and mandible, and we made 4 subgroups for the outcomes. Our indexes are the different intraoral scanners available in the market, and we investigated 25 of them. The reference standard is always a reference STL5 made with a reference scanner, and our outcome is accuracy made of trueness and precision. My systematic search involved 5 databases, and in the end I got 120 articles eligible, and 55 was involved in the network meta-analysis part. As I mentioned, we used 4 subgroups, namely edentulous arch, implanted fully edentulous arch, dentated arch, and also the implanted partially edentulous arches. In the results, you can see 2 of my forest plots. As I mentioned, we investigated trueness and precision, and as for the calculation of these 2 accuracy values, we had absolute mean deviation, which is rather a distance value, and RMS, which is root mean square. It gives us information about the x, y, z coordinates in the 3-dimensional coordinates. As you can see, there is a difference between the 2 methods, because RMS values are always higher than the absolute mean values, and in the forest plots we see significant differences from the reference and also between the devices themselves. We also used thresholds to see if these differences are clinically important or not. In the second subgroup, the edentulous arch, you can see in the corner the network plot, which is giving us information about the direct and the indirect evidence, and the direct and indirect comparison of the different devices. And also in the right corner, ranking probability table, which gives us the probability if the scanner is first or last in this subgroup. Also, we can see that there are big differences with the devices, so this should be noticed for the indications. We made a cumulative ranking system where the accuracy was measured, both the trueness and the precision part was summarized together, and now we have here the dentated and the edentulous arch cumulative ranking, so we can give the order which scanner is better in this kind of full arch scans. Also, you can see a chart here where the different intraoral scanners are visible with their accuracy. You can see that there are green parts where we have clinically acceptable accuracy, and also the red ones, which are clinically unacceptable measures, and also the green, the gray one, where we cannot have enough data in the literature. Why I can say that this is clear guidance for the dentist is that we can offer an indication for use. For example, for orthodontics, for implantology, for denture workflow, and for the prosthodontic workflow as well. So in this case, if dentists want to choose the best intraoral scanner for themselves, we have an offer for them. As for conclusion, we rejected our hypothesis that we found significant differences between the intraoral scanners and also significant difference from the reference itself. And as for the implication for practice, it is a very important topic because all dentists should choose the right scanner, what they use them for. And also as for implication for research, we need standardized accuracy assessment protocol for the intraoral scanners because in the literature they use many kinds of protocols and we need to make it standardized. As for strengths, intraoral scanners can be compared indirectly and directly in this network meta-analysis. Therefore, the evidence of the practical applicability is higher in this case. And in the limitations, I have to say that we don't have enough data about all the intraoral scanners available in the market. And also, mostly they use models and not patients. Therefore, these kind of results are rather indirect than direct ones. Now I am in the phase of the submission. And for the second topic, it is about the comparison between intraoral scanner, colorimeter, and spectrophotometer shape matching. 65% of dental restoration should be remade because of bad shade. That's why the tooth color is a very important topic in dentistry. New digital methods were introduced in shade selection, first the spectrophotometers, and now we have the option of intraoral scanners as well. So we want to investigate the accuracy, the reliability, and repeatability of tooth shade selection with intraoral scanners. The problem with the spectrophotometer that also we can use them as a gold standard because in the industry they are very accurate. But the problem with the intraoral use is that we have only a small point measuring part where the device can measure. So this can cause some heterogeneity in only one tooth as well. So this can be a problem later on when we use it as a comparator. But they are also used as an objective method clinically as well. So our question is that what is the accuracy of shade selection with intraoral scanners? And we think that there is no significant difference between shade selection with intraoral scanners and with spectrophotometers. Our population will be the shade selection itself with the intraoral scanner and as a comparator the spectrophotometer or colorimeter. And as for outcome, we will see the accuracy and the repeatability. And for research implication, if it is accurate and objective, then so if it is true that there is no significant difference, we can say that it can be an objective and accurate method for documentation and for the shade selection for patients. Also, I have made the data extraction and the repeatability outcome, and you can see that we will have also the same problem as in the accuracy, that we have many devices available with this tooth shade determination. I am in the phase of the figures and tables, so I hope I will get them soon. And as for specific goals, I want to finish both topics in the end of September. So I want to thank you for your attention with my quote, which is, "Life is a board game where you have to learn the rules while you are playing the game." Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Vicky, for your presentation. I was just wondering about your first topic. Is there any important difference in the cost of those top-ranked devices? And if there is, do you think that maybe a cost-effectiveness analysis could add on your recommendation, for example, that you did in the end?
Mainly so the different scanners, they cost differently, but mainly the top scanners which are released recently, these are at very similar costs. Yes. The big difference I think, is between the ones which are recently released and the ones which were released like in the past, and they are not, you cannot get them today.
Yep. I wonder, nowadays, taking digital photos, and most likely everyone in the room have the same experience. Sometimes you just cannot catch the spirit of the moment if you take a photo, because you go home, you look at the picture, and you don't feel the same sunset and things like that, right? So how about, because I have nice old memories with your supervisor based on her PhD thesis, and color is so many different things together. So can you take all of those, shade, color, and the, how to explain in English, the telítettség, sorry about that. Yeah, saturation, thank you. So can you catch all of those things digitally? I mean the spirit of the moment. Because the spirit of the tooth shade is, it's so hard to reproduce, at least for me.
Yes, even if the scanners can catch the right color, it is another question if we can reproduce it in the prosthetic part as well. So it is another interesting topic, yes. But mainly the scanners cannot really give the information on hue, chroma, and any other values. They just measure the same in the same codes as Vitai Classical and 3D Master, and they cannot give us the information on the three type of values, unfortunately.